edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's the Portland Trailblazers and the Toronto Raptors. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Robertson is out there with Drexler. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Artest in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Robertson. Pass to Chamberlain. 5 on the clock. Here's Drexler. It's hauled in by Bill Russell. Miller with a wide open look. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Artest on the way. Pierce covering. Artest kicks to Drexler. Knocks it loose. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Hardaway against Robertson. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And here are the Trailblazers. Drexler outside. Chamberlain a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Hardaway. Robertson kicks to Chamberlain. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Aldridge. Knocks down the 10-footer. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Hardaway. And here's Miller outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Chamberlain. The fader. Aldridge misses. Drexler against Pierce. He dishes it to Hardaway. Garnett with the screen for Hardaway. Back to Pierce. There's the triple. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit. And their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible. Dictate pace and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Hardaway kicks to Garnett. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And he knocks down the first one. Free throws good from Kevin Garnett. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Chamberlain a screen. Robertson passes to Drexler. That's tipped. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here's Miller, following the score by Clyde Drexler. Screened by Russell. Hardaway with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside Artest. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Artest's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Pierce. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Russell. Makes it off the glass.
Really crashing that offensive glass. The instincts, the long arms, the quickness of jump. Russell kills you with second chance points.
Robertson against Hardaway. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game. Chamberlain kicks to Artest. Drexler against Miller. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Yeah, one of the more entertaining players we've seen in the game. Clyde Drexler, the glide. Athleticism all over the place.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Drexler.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Here's the pass to Garnett. Inside. It's Hardaway. That time on the assist by Garnett. Hardaway has got 6. Trailblazers trail by 3. Aldridge with a screen on Hardaway. Robertson dishes to Aldridge. Over Hardaway. Aldridge, no luck.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Here's Drexler. That misses off the backboard. Raptors leading by 3. Inside and stolen by Chamberlain. Robertson outside.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Stojakovic is checked in for the Raptors. Miller against Drexler. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Artest. Here's Chamberlain, and it's sent back by Russell.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. In the long reach, it's a wrap. Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Stolen by Stojakovic. Ball's knocked loose. Russell, and the layup's good off the glass. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So timeout call here, the first for Portland.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Paul Pierce. Paul George, he's checked in for Portland. Chalk up 2 there.
Taking advantage of that length inside. George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
And the foul on the monster. That's his first foul. That's his first foul. With a screen on Robertson. Back to Garnett. 6 to shoot. Over Robertson. And Garnett misses.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open and he'll find them.
Here's Garnett. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's George. And he banks in the layup. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Now, here is Miller. He has 5. And it's Russell in the corner. Here's the break. Here's Robertson. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. 2 shots. And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. Sampson's checked in, and it's Iguodala in for Miller. Porter's checked in for Portland. He hits both from the stripe. And Toronto has possession. Hayward outside. And there's the pass to Stojakovic. They set the pick. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Just 5 to shoot. Over George. Here's Sampson. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Passes to Porter. On the wing, George. He's covered by Iguodala. Stojakovic against Porter. Now, here is Stojakovic. Guarded closely. Sampson kicks to Stojakovic. Russell, a screen on Robertson. Deep 2 from Stojakovic. He can't hit that time. And it's Portland the other way. Artest the pass to Porter. Outside, George. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Chamberlain a screen. On deep, Robertson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And Portland making a change here. Iguodala with the steal. against Stojakovic. He kicks to Sampson. Pass to Iguodala. Millsap a screen on George. Just 5 on the clock. Iguodala. No good.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Here's Iguodala after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Millsap with it, picked up by Artest. Chamberlain with the block. And George, here we go. Chamberlain dishes to Artest, kicks to Porter. Chamberlain with a screen on Stojakovic. Fires for 3. That's tipped.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
Artest left side. Chamberlain a screen. Goes up again. And Arsdale can't get it to go. Toronto trailing. Hayward kicks to Iguodala. Millsap a screen. Back to Iguodala. Over George. And the Raptors miss again. The Blazers on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Arsdale can't get it to go. Stojakovic against Porter. Now here is Stojakovic. Tight defense on him. Iguodala the pass to Millsap. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Chamberlain got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to George. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Hayward. And it's Portland with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's Artest missing. Artest's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Knocked away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And this is exactly what Porter does. Quick hands there for the steal, and then quickly advances in transition.
Here is Hayward. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. They set the pick to the middle. Porter with it. George, that's a 2-pointer. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
And Iguodala's calling card really has always been his defense. And right there, he impacts the shot with another dose of that in-your-face D.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Raptors trail by 3. Hayward out there with Hardaway. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Sampson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Thursday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Penny Hardaway. Hardaway has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A baseline J. Van Arsdale, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I'll tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
The pass to Hayward. They get a hand on it.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Paul Pierce is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Portland with a change here, too. Aldridge is checked in. Lock at 6. Here's Hardaway, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Portland the foul. Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother, and she was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Miller's checked in for the Raptors. So he gets them both. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the paint. And Chamberlain with the stop.
Yeah, that was a really good look there. Porter's court vision sometimes I think is underrated.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Habit, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Pierce. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Poked away. Here's Van Arsdale. And here's Pierce. Miller outside. Passes it to Hardaway. Over Porter. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Porter passes to Van Arsdale. Shot off the screen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Van Arsdale's got 4 points this quarter.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Sampson. Nails the baby hook.
And Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
Aldridge with a screen on Hardaway. And Porter, here we go. And it's sent back by Millsap. And he gets it back. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Free throw good. Porter.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
The Raptors making a switch here. Garnett's checked in. Clyde Drexler's checked in for Portland. And so he hits both. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porter against Hardaway. Pierce wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Pierce has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Drexler outside. Chamberlain is screened. Porter kicks to Aldridge. 4 seconds left. Garnett with the block.
And not forget about the defense of Garnett. Now outstanding, knowing when to time his leap to block the shot. That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And Portland has possession after the Raptors pick up 2. Down low, got a piece of it. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Chamberlain. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's his first trip to the line. Chamberlain. 2 shots. Free throw missing. Russell, he's checked in for the Raptors. And a switch here also for Portland. Robertson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Toronto trailer. Now here's Hardaway. 10 points for him. And here's Miller outside. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. Robertson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Shoots it. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one. Miller's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Now a timeout called by Portland. And stolen by Russell. It's Pierce with the drive. Top of the key, Russell. Hardaway against Robertson. Right side, Hardaway. 5 to shoot. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Hardaway against Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Miller outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Now here's Robertson. Here's Drexler. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Robertson outside. Miller against Drexler. Aldridge a scrimmage. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And that one misses.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here's Garnett. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's the pass to Miller. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And here's Drexler outside. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more off the screen in that situation.
Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Garnett. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland trailing here. Now Robertson, the kick out to Aldridge. Drexler outside. Pass to Robertson. Aldridge dishes to Drexler. Shot clock at 6. Over Hardaway. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Drexler's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Miller, the pass to Russell. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Kicks it to Aldridge. Over Garnett. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Right, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Robertson. Kicks it out to Drexler. A second chance effort. Here's Aldridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
The Trailblazers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Stojakovic is checked in for Paul Pierce. Paul George is checked in for the Trailblazers. Lead as the free throw drops for him.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
Down low and stolen by Aldridge. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the wing right side. Russell against George. Garnett, the screen. Stolen by Drexler. Robertson with it. Aldridge a screen. Robertson kicks to Aldridge. Poked loose. Stolen by Stojakovic. Fast break. Here they come. Got that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Garnett.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
Now here's Robertson. The pass to Aldridge. Over Garnett. Off the left rim and out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
To the paint, here's Hardaway. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Chamberlain is screened. away against Robertson. It's hauled in by Stojakovic. Raptors leading by 3. Garnett with a screen on George. Garnett, the screen. Here's Stojakovic. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Robertson. Chamberlain with a screen on Hardaway. Drexler passes to Aldridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. They're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And some changes here for the Raptors. Millsap comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Iguodala in for Miller. No good.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing the shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Hardaway against Robertson. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Shot, high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
Iguodala kicks to Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Millsap a screen on Artest. Knocks it loose. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by Robertson. Robertson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, George. But they'll get another chance. The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Down the first one. And the Raptors with some changes. Sampson's checked in, and Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Peja Stojakovic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Porter's checked in for Robertson. That one drops. He ties it up. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. They get a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. .50 seconds left in the second quarter. Porter kicks to Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop and you're back in rhythm.
Free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And the Raptors making a change here. Miller's checked in. Good on both. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against Milwaukee. They set the pick. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 on the shot clock to the left side wing. And here's Iguodala outside. Unable to get that one. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Trailblazers lead by 2. And don't go.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side. Guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What a game we're seeing from Penny Hardaway.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Robertson. Chamberlain is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Drexler, and it's Artest in at the 3 slot. Garnett outside. Garnett with a screen on Artest. Miller, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out. Portland leading. To the middle. Here's Drexler, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Two shots.
He's off on the first. Hardaway's checked in for the Raptors. Sinks the second. Raptors trail by 3. Garnett, the screen. Hardaway kicks to Garnett. Over Aldridge. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 6th assist on the night. Robertson outside. Chamberlain with a screen on Hardaway. Chamberlain a screen. Drexler against Miller. Drexler outside. Over Miller. Drexler against the bucket. Drexler's got 12 points in the game.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Hardaway kicks to Garnett. Over Aldridge. Garnett, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Robertson outside. Passes it to Drexler. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Russell. Miller dishes to Hardaway. Over Robertson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pierce against Artest. Robertson outside. Aldridge with a screen on Hardaway. The shot by Robertson, no good. Toronto trailing. To the inside for the lead. Chamberlain with the block. Robertson against Hardaway. Robertson passes to Artest. To the middle. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Screened by Russell. Back to Garnett. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Aldridge. Drexler up top. Pierce covering. Robertson passes to Chamberlain. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Raptors trail by 5. Garnett with the screen for Hardaway. Pass to Miller. Garnett with the screen on Artest. Shots good by Miller.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection. In a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Drexler outside. There's the dish to Robertson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Garnett kicks to Miller. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Oh, and the pass to Drexler. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Chamberlain is screened. Robertson kicks to Chamberlain. Over Russell. Portland again missing. Pass to Pierce. To the middle. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
No, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Screen by Russell. Miller's got room, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Miller's got 16 points.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
Robertson kicks to Drexel. Back to Robertson. 6 to shoot. Chamberlain a screen. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Robertson, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Hardaway kicks to Miller. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Deja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Portland leading. Here's Robertson. And there's the pass to Chamberlain. Over Russell. Chamberlain with the basket. He's got 15.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Without question, the great displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Here. George is checked in. And so here's Toronto. Here's Hardaway. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. In the corner, George with it. Wants to get it to Robertson and does. And Drexler throws it down.
Hey, when you throw it Drexler's way, expect the exciting, because this guy doesn't disappoint. One of the best alley-oop throw-downers in the game.
Russell passes to Miller. Inside and stolen by Chamberlain. From the stripe, Toronto grabs the miss. Russell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Here's Pierce. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second hook. The Raptors making a switch here. Sampson's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 5. Chamberlain down low. They double-team Chamberlain. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Trailblazers now. Artest kicks to Porter. Chamberlain a screen. Porter off the pick. Good on the jump shot. Porter's got 6.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Pass to Sampson. On the wing, Stojakovic. Here's Miller. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
First one calls for Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Raptors. free throw is good for Miller. And here's Porter. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Van Arsdale knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 7.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Miller against Artest. Miller outside. Shoots off the screen. But they'll get another chance. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buffet. They can make a big difference.
George way outside. And the Trailblazers another 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. Paul Millsap. Trailblazers on D. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Porter. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket for Miller.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Hardaway against Porter. Here's Van Arsdale. And another 3 for Portland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
To the paint and stolen by Chamberlain. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Toronto calls timeout. Without question, the great displaying his skills today.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Stolen by Chamberlain. The shot by George, wide open. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Millsap inside. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
Raptors trail by 15. Miller outside. Outside Millsap. He kicks to Iguodala. Millsap up top. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Millsap's got his first points of the night.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Out of bounds. Blazers ball.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Tipped away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. George passes to Van Arsdale. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Inside, here's Sampson. Millsap left side. Miller kicks to Iguodala. There's a good screen. Pass to Hardaway. Takes it from 10. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. So it's Portland now. They lead by 11. Porter passes to Van Arsdale. To the inside, Aldridge. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
To the middle. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
And Toronto making a change here. Hayward's checked in. 36 seconds left in the third.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Miller, no up. Trailblazers leading by 9. The kick out to Porter. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Hardaway against Porter. And the pass to Miller. Over Artest. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Hayward out there with Iguodala. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Miller. And it's Sampson in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Now here's Iguodala. Hayward outside, jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's Aldridge, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Here's Porter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Hardaway. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
2.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Raptors. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
And guys, something every team strives for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
First one falls for him. And Porter drops them both. Raptors trail by 14. Hayward dishes to Miller. Garnett with a screen on Artest. Knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Clyde Drexler's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Clyde Drexler.
Porter against Hayward. Aldridge with a screen on Hayward. Drexler outside. Aldridge a screen. Clock at 4. Drexler kicks to Porter. Lets it go with the 3. And Hayward with the block. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Paul Pierce is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robertson's checked in. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. It's Miller on the way. Passes to Sampson. Back to Miller. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Miller's got 10 points here in the second half.
Kevin, it certainly hasn't been for lack of effort, but still, his team needs him to do more out there.
Drexler with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Drexler kicks to Artest. Hayward outside. Stolen by Artest. Now Robertson. Pass to Drexler. To the middle, Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Switch here. Russell's checked in. Chamberlain's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Robertson passes to Drexler. Now the Raptors moving it up. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. Buckets. He's checked in for Toronto.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
Richardson, he's checked in for buckets. Raptors trail by 11. Pierce kicks to Miller. Garnett, the screen. Feeds it to Russell. And Bill Russell slams it in.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Chamberlain a screen. Clyde Drexler on the wing. So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Connects from three-point range.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Robertson comes with the double team. Pierce for 3. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
The shot's good from Robertson.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Paul George with the steal. And now Portland on the break. George with the ball. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Pierce against George. It's Pierce with the drive over George. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Paul Pierce. Pierce has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Pass to Chamberlain. There's the pick. Here's Aldridge. That one wide left.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
Timeout,
Toronto calls timeout. Present our Jordan player of the game, the great.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too. So Iguodala will go to the line. That one on Robertson.
while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Drexler kicks to Aldridge. Over Garnett. Second shot opportunity. And it's Aldridge missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Yeah, Garnett, a remarkable scorer. Just a number of moves inside to choose from, including that little feathery-looking jump shot.
Garnett against Aldridge. Over Garnett. And it's Aldridge missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Paul George with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Robertson. No good again that time.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Coach one up. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Pierce.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here's Chamberlain. The baseline jumper goes down. Chamberlain got 10 points in just the second half.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, and he knows how to utilize that size. He takes advantage of it. And that's why he's able to take his time on these shots, because he knows he has that extra height advantage.
And George kicks to Robertson. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Here's Pierce. Dishes it to Russell. The kick out to Pierce. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Pierce has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Drexler against Miller. Drexler passes to Chamberlain. Robertson right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Iguodala. Bank shot. No good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution. Just didn't knock it down. But you're right. They're happy with that shot.
Garnett with the screen for Miller. It's rebounded by Robertson. Robertson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that one's good. George.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Garnett back to Iguodala. Garnett with a screen on Robertson. Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
They set the pick. And stolen by Miller. Down low, kicks it out to Iguodala. The pass to Miller. Over Robertson. Miller, no up.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Here's George. And Pierce pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Garnett misses. Trailblazers leading by 5. The 3 from George. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding to the paint, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Passes it to Drexel. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
On the wing, Miller. Poked away and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Toronto. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. The Monsters checked in for George. .59 seconds left in the game. Drexler against Miller. Tries from 10. And that one's good by Drexler. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With a screen on Artest. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Robertson against Hayward. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And that's a foul called on Money. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here. But at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Miller. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Shooting for Portland. Artest. Taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
They set the screen. Stojakovic, the pass to Kittles. Yes! And now they trail by just 4. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, I think that should do it. You know, got to give him credit. He came through when it mattered most.
Hayward from outside. Good work defensively by Drexler.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. From deep. And so it's Portland winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all